Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to give you 100 counseling psychology multiple choice questions and answers. If you have not subscribed to our channel, we urge you to subscribe so that you can continue to enjoy the content that we provide. Click on the notification bell so that you can receive notifications whenever we post new content. You can share with other colleagues and other students. We also urge you to write your comments below so that we can know your views towards the questions that we are giving you. If you have any queries, issues, concepts, you may also write on the comments section so that we can reply to you. Thank you for taking your time to come to this channel. Without wasting much of your time, let's delve into the 100 counseling psychology multiple choice questions and answers. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Number 1, what is the primary aim of counseling psychology? A, to diagnose and treat mental illnesses. B, to provide guidance and support to individuals facing personal challenges. C, to conduct research on human behavior and cognition. D, to administer psychological tests and assessments. What is the primary aim of counseling psychology? When you look at the four options, you realize that the correct answer is B, which is to provide guidance and support to individuals facing personal challenges. Number 2, one of the following is not the word common therapeutic approach used in counseling psychology. A, cognitive behavioral therapy. B, psychodynamic therapy. C, humanistic therapy, and D, pharmacology. When you look at all the three, you realize that all the four options, you realize that cognitive behavioral therapy is a therapeutic approach. Psychodynamic is one of the therapeutic approaches in counseling psychology, and so is humanistic. So the correct answer here is pharmacology. This is not one of the common therapeutic approaches in counseling psychology. Number 3, what is the purpose of a projective test in counseling psychology? A, to assess the individual's intelligence and cognitive abilities. B, to measure personality traits and unconscious thoughts. C, to diagnose specific mental disorders. D, to evaluate an individual's response to medication. What is the purpose of a projective test? When you look at the four options, the correct answer here is to measure personality traits and unconscious thoughts. You have to realize that when you are talking about projective tests, you are talking about personality issues. So the correct answer is to measure personality traits and unconscious individual thoughts. Number 4, dash is an important quality in building a strong therapeutic relationship with clients. A, sympathy. B, empathy. C, objectivity. D, professionalism. The correct answer is empathy. Empathy is one of the key qualities of the key good qualities of a counselor. So the correct answer is empathy is an important quality in building a strong relationship with clients. So the correct answer, number 4, is B. May I take this opportunity to encourage you to subscribe to our channel. That is, if you are not a subscriber, and if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you look at the statistics of the views that we have been having for the past 2 weeks, you realize that 93.6% of views that we have been having on this channel are coming from individuals who have not subscribed. and only 6.4% of the views are coming from subscribers who have already subscribed. We encourage you to subscribe to our channel so that we can continue to churn out the content that you love, that is the multiple choice questions and answers and related concepts in psychology. You can share, you can also comment on issues that you may feel we should continue to tackle on this channel. And if you have not subscribed, we urge you to subscribe so that we can continue to churn out the content that you love, and that we will encourage you to be able to perform well in your subjects, and also eventually to make you pass in your courses. Thank you so much. Let's continue with the multiple choice questions. Thank you. Number 5, what is the purpose of closed questions in counseling? A, to encourage the clients to share their feelings. B, to explore the client's goals and aspirations. C, to provide immediate solutions to clients' problems. D, to elicit yes or no short answers. What is the purpose of closed questions in counseling? The correct answer is D, to elicit yes and no short answers. Closed questions, these are questions whereby the counselor will ask the client a question, and the response that one would want would be yes or no without any elaboration. So the purpose of closed questions in counseling is to elicit yes or no short answers. Number 6, one of the following is not the main focus of counseling psychologists. A, diagnosis and treating mental illnesses. B, influencing clients' behaviors for the better. C, conducting research projects. D, assessing individuals in self-discovery. One of the following is one of the main, the key word here is main focus of counseling psychologists, and the correct answer is B. One of the main is to influence clients' behavior for the better. You have to realize that after counseling, the aim is to enable the client to have a better understanding of himself or herself, but influencing them and their behaviors for the better. So the correct answer, number 6, is B. Number 7, what is the importance of self-understanding in counseling? A, it helps navigate life and brings meaning to experiences. B, it allows for accurate diagnosis of mental illnesses. C, it helps establish a sense of belonging. And D, it minimizes the needs of others. What is the importance of self-understanding in counseling? The correct answer is A, it helps navigate life and brings meaning to individual experiences. Number 8, what is the primary goal of cognitive behavioral therapy? A, to explore childhood experiences. B, to promote self-awareness. C, to change negative thoughts and behaviors. D, to provide emotional support. What is the primary goal of cognitive behavioral therapy? When you talk about cognitive behavioral therapy, cognition, this has to do with individuals' thoughts. In behavioral therapy, behavior, actions, and behaviors. So when you look at the 4 options, the correct answer here is C. One of the primary goals of cognitive behavioral therapy is to change negative thoughts and behaviors. What is the purpose of psychoeducation in counseling? A, to help clients understand psychological problems. B, to provide medication to clients. C, to explore the client's goals and aspirations. D, to offer financial support. What is the purpose of psychoeducation in counseling? The correct answer is A, to help clients understand their own psychological problems. Number 10. What is the main focus of solution-focused brief therapy? SFBT. A. Analyzing past experiences and childhood trauma. B. Understanding unconscious desires and motivations. C. Identifying and working towards solutions in the present. D. Providing long-term therapy for chronic conditions. What is the main focus for solutions-focused brief therapy? The correct answer is C. Identifying and working towards solutions in the present. So number 10 is C. Number 11, dash is the therapeutic approach that focuses on the unconscious mind and childhood experiences. A. Cognitive behavioral therapy. B. Humanistic therapy. C. Psychodynamic therapy. D. Gestalt. Dash is the therapeutic approach that focuses on unconscious mind and childhood experiences. When you look at the four options, the correct answer is C. Psychodynamic therapy is the therapeutic approach that focuses on the unconscious mind and childhood experiences. Number 12. One of the following is the primary goal of patient-centered therapy. A. To change negative thoughts and behaviors, to explore unconscious desires and motivations, to provide guidance and advice to clients. D. To provide supportive and non-judgmental therapeutic environment. One of the following is the primary goal of patient-centered therapy. The correct answer is D. To provide supportive and non-judgmental therapeutic environment. Dash is the primary goal of career counseling. A. To diagnose mental disorders, to provide guidance in career decision making, to explore unconscious desires and motivations, to change negative thoughts and behaviors. The correct answer is B. To provide guidance in career decision making. Number 14, what is the main focus of behavioral therapy? A. To explore childhood experiences. B. Understanding unconscious desires. C. Changing maladaptive behaviors. D. Promoting self-awareness. The correct answer is C. Changing maladaptive behaviors. This is the main focus of behavioral therapy. When we are talking about behavioral therapy, we are talking about behaviors that are maladaptive. So the correct answer here is C. Dash is the primary goal of group therapy. A. To change negative thoughts and behaviors, to explore unconscious desires and motivations, to provide individualized guidance and support, to promote personal growth and interpersonal skills. The correct answer here is D. To promote personal growth and interpersonal skills. Number 16. Which counseling approach focuses on the client's unique subjective experiences? A. Cognitive behavioral therapy, psychodynamic therapy, humanistic therapy, solution-focused brief therapy, SFBT. Which counseling approach focuses on clients' unique and subjective experiences? The correct answer is C. Humanistic therapy. The unpleasantness of dash motivates individuals to avoid or reduce inconsistencies in cognitive structure. A. Lifespan. B. Cognitive dissonance. C. Self-actualization. D. Traits. The correct answer here is cognitive dissonance. So the unpleasantness of cognitive dissonance motivates individuals to avoid or reduce inconsistencies in cognitive structures. Number 18, a counselor might use the systematic desensitization to help reduce dash experiences in an agoraphobic client? A, anxiety, depression, psychosis, and mania. The correct answer here is anxiety. A counselor might use systematic desensitization to help a client reduce anxiety. Systematic desensitization is often used when dealing with issues that have to do with anxiety and fears and other phobias. So the correct answer here is A, number 18. Number 19, communication between counselor and client is incomplete unless it is dash. A, recorded in a computer. B, analyzed. C, received and understood. D, transmitted and received. The correct answer here is C, communication between a client is incomplete unless it is received and understood. So all these other options are not correct. Correct answer number 19 is C. Number 20, behavior modification programs in schools or group homes often use DASH to motivate participants. A, shaping. B, token economy. C, modeling. D, conditioning. The correct answer here is token economy. When we're talking about token economy as a behavior modification technique, we are saying this is whereby clients are given tokens whenever they display behaviors that are appropriate. They are given tokens, and at the end of the day or a week, those tokens are then exchanged for things that the client might want. For example, when clients are in a home, they might be given tokens during the week, and at the end of the week, they can exchange those tokens for things that they may want, like sweets or behaviors like playing video games or watching TV, so they can exchange those tokens for things that they like. So this is a behavior modification program that is used in schools and homes to motivate participants to do the desirable behaviors. So number 20, the answer is B. Through dash, undesirable behavior may be eliminated. A, counter conditioning. B, extinction. C, modeling. D, reinforcement. Through dash, undesirable behavior may be eliminated. The correct answer is extinction. Through extinction, undesirable behavior or behaviors may be eliminated. Number 22, counselors who follow Maslow's theory believe people's behaviors are directed by A, oral gratification. B, pleasure principle. C, pleasing others. D, need gratification. Counselors who follow Maslow's theory, remember Maslow's hierarchy of needs, believe people's behaviors are directed by the need gratification. Number 22 is D. A client who reverts to old behavior patterns is said to be A, projecting. B, compensating. C, depreciating. D, regressing. The correct answer is regressing. Which one is not a component of informed consent? A, clients should be informed of counseling conditions. Counselors should provide the public of their accurate and biased and factual information. Counselors should discuss with clients how they can address grievances that may occur. Clients should be informed of the counseling conditions. The which one is not, the keyword here is not. So when you look at all the four options, you realize that B is not a component of informed consent. Why? It is dealing with issues to do with the public, whereas all the other options are talking about clients and the counselor relationship. So the correct answer here is B. Which of the following describes Roger's view of humanity? A. People are rational. B. People are responsible. C. People are inherently good. D. People are externally controlled. The correct answer is C. People are inherently good and that they are capable of making their own decisions in as far as their lives are concerned, and they are not controlled by behaviors within what happens within the environment, just like what behaviorists argue, or controlled by instincts, like what the psychoanalysts argue. So number 25, the answer is C. 26, according to Kohlberg's theory of moral development, A. Most fail to go beyond the conventional level. B. Moral development precedes logical development. C. Structure and content are synchronous. C. D. Society's rules are superior to personal ethics. The correct answer here is A. Most individuals fail to go beyond the conventional level. A counselor whose methods are biased on learning theory approaches uses which type of treatment? A. Rational thinking. B. Focusing on emotional content. C. Focuses from a behavioral standpoint. D. In a holistic manner. The correct answer here is C. From a behavioral standpoint. Counselors who fear rejection or fear closeness and affection may have difficulty developing dash in the helping relationship. A. Attending. B. Intimacy. D. Transference. D. Positive regard. Counselors who fear rejection or fear closeness and affection may have difficulty developing intimacy in the helping relationship. So the correct answer here is B. Number 29. One advantage of group therapy is that it saves dash. The keyword here is advantage. One advantage of group therapy is that it saves A. Money. B. Time. C. Energy. D. Research. The correct answer here is time. In group therapy, one counsels a lot of people, 3 or more. So instead of counseling one individual each given time, you then counsel all the clients as a group. So you save a lot of time. Number 30, which of the following is not associated with Freudian psychoanalysis? A. Free association. B. Empathy. C. Manifest dream content. D. Transference. When you look at all the four options, you realize that free association and dream content and transference are all part of psychoanalysis. So the correct answer here is empathy, which is not part of psychoanalytic concept, but is part of a humanistic psychology. So the correct answer here is B. As a counselor in a community mental health center, you receive a paycheck every other Friday. This is an example of which reinforcement schedule. A. Interval, variable interval. B. Fixed interval. C. Variable ratio. D. Fixed ratio. The correct answer is fixed interval. Number 32. All the ethics in counselor preparation, all the following are ethics in counselor preparation except one, which is the odd one out. A. Counselors must orient students to programs. B. Trainers must take trainee counselors, make trainee counselors aware of the ethical responsibilities. C. Trainers must identify the level of competency of their students And C, counselors to use language understood by research participants. Which one is the odd one out? The odd one is A. Counselors must orient students to programs. In adult development, midlife is characterized by A. androgyny, B. decline in intellectual functioning, C. a sense of time running out, D. peer pressure. The correct answer here is C, which is a sense of time running out. Remember, midlife crisis, midlife, mid to adulthood. So one will be sensing a sense of time running out. Number 34, Piaget identified 4 major stages in child development. Which of the following refers to a period during which the child develops the abilities to classify and seriate objects and to maintain relationships between objects and despite their physical manipulation? A. Formal operations. B. Concrete operations. C. Pre-operational. D. Sensory motor. The correct answer is B, which is concrete operational. So number 34, the answer is number 35. Carl Rogers was a dash therapist who was the creator of dash therapy. A. Behavior and desensitization. B. Psychoanalytic insight. C. Humanist, person-centered. D. Cognitive, rational, emotive. Carl Rogers was a dash therapist who was the creator of dash therapy. The correct answer here is C. Carl Rogers was a humanist therapist who was the creator of person-centered therapy. Number 36. According to Freud, dreams are dash. A symbolic fulfillment of erotic wishes. B. the result of random neural activity in the brainstem. C. the brain's mechanism for self-actual stimulation. And D. transparent representations of the individual's conflicts. According to Freud, dreams are dash. The correct answer is D. Dreams are transparent representations of the individual's conflict which reside in the unconscious. So the correct answer here is D. Festinger is known for the concept of cognitive dissonance. He believes that individuals A. cannot accept differences in opinion, B. tend to change their attitudes irrationally, C. see consistent in cognitive structure, D. reject discrepancies between real and ideal. The correct answer here is C. They see consistencies in cognitive structures. Number 38, which the first theorist to acknowledge continued development during adulthood is Jung, Adler, Piaget, Levinger. The correct answer is Piaget. According to Adler's theory of individual psychology, when an individual's real self and self-ideal do not match, A. the reality principle becomes evident. B. the individual will seek ego gratification. C. the pre-convictional level has been reached. D. feelings of inferiority arises. According to Adler's theory of individual psychology, when an individual's real self and self-ideal do not match, the feeling of inferiority arise. Number 40, two theorists who believe human beings are motivated by needs are A. Adler and Rapport, B. Maslow and Rogers, C. Murray and Maslow, D. Marino and Murray. The correct answer is Murray and Maslow. A counselor whose methods are based on learning theory approaches will focus on emphasis of rational thinking, emotional content, behavioral standpoint, holistic. It's a behavioral standpoint. Number 42, Lewin theorizes that an individual's behavior is a function of the personal and his or her psychological environment or life space. This approach to human development may be called a psychosociological, B phenomenological, B rational emotive, D cognitive behavioral. The correct answer is phenomenological, which is B. Number 43, humanistic and cognitive therapy. Define that humanistic therapy is dash, whereas cognitive therapy is dash. A, problem-centered and client-centered. B, based on research findings, while the other is based on observations. C, client-centered and problem-centered. D, not based on research findings, and the other based on research findings. Humanistic and cognitive therapy define that humanistic therapy is stage, whereas cognitive therapy is stage. The correct answer here is C. Humanistic therapy is client-centered, whereas cognitive therapy is problem-centered. Number 44, compared to psychoanalytic therapists, humanistic therapists are more likely to emphasize A, hidden or repressed feelings, B, psychological disorders, C, childhood experiences, D, self-fulfillment and growth. The correct answer here is D. Unlike psychoanalytic therapists, humanistic therapists are more likely to emphasize self-fulfillment and growth. When you talk of humanistic therapists, we are talking about theorists like Maslow and Carl Rogers. So the correct answer here is D. When a client directs towards the counselor's feelings that were once placed to a significant other, dash takes place: A, reflection, B, libido, C, transference, D, trustworthiness. The correct answer here is transference. The dash holds that individuals are essentially good in nature with a tendency towards growth and productivity. A, humanistic, B, behavioristic, C, client-centered view, D, neo-Freudian. The correct answer is client-centered viewpoint. Systematic desensitization is a technique whereby a client resolves irrational fears through gradual exposure to the fear-producing stimulus. It was first developed as a therapeutic technique by A, Rogers, B, Warp, D, Freud, C, Freud, D, Bandura. The correct answer is Warp, which is B. Number 48, counselors need to pay attention not only to verbal but also to non-verbal behaviors. They need to be aware that non-verbal dash A represents a client's rational state, B assent or contradict verbals, C are identical across cultures, and D are valid only when they support verbals. The correct answer is B. Number 48, B. Particular counseling activities are usually associated with their primary components. For example, psychodrama is to Mareno, as what seat is to dash A, Freud, Glaser, Adler, Pius. The correct answer is Pius. The word seat is also referred by other texts as an empty seat. Number 50. The counseling profession is based upon some general philosophical propositions. Which of these is not one of them? A, counseling aims to promote human growth and development. B, counseling helps considers physical as well as psychosocial environment. C, counseling facilitates a person environment fit. And D, counseling is a clearly defined helping relationship. The correct answer is D. Which counselor intervention most closely follows client verbalizations? A, reflection of feeling. B, confrontation. C, restatement of content. D, positive regard. The correct answer is positive, the restatement of content. Number 52. Maslow believes that individuals are unable to reach self-actualization until they A, face reality, B, identify irrational beliefs, C, satisfy lower order needs, D, resolve transference issues. The correct answer here is C. Counselors who choose their approach and techniques according to the needs and capacity of each individual client are said to be dash. A, humanistic, B, affective, C, cognitive, D, eclectic. The correct answer here is eclectic. When we're talking about eclectic as a psychotherapeutic technique, we are saying one takes different approaches depending on each individual client. So one can take issues or techniques that are aligned to humanistic and embed them with others that are behavioral, depending on the particular client. Number 54, when a counselor response includes concurrent ideas, feelings, and another frame of reference to facilitate client exploration, Ivy would say the counselor is using dash. A, basic empathy, B, reflection of meaning, C, addictive empathy, D, skill integration. The correct answer is C, addictive empathy. The empty chair is a group technique used by which type of group counselor? A, Gestalt, B, behavioral, C, transactional analysis, D, Adlerian. The correct answer is Gestalt. Which type of group counselor views people as basically positive and moving towards actualization? A, behavioral, group therapy, Adlerian, psychoanalytic, but the correct answer here is group-centered. In rational, emotive, and cognitive behavioral therapy groups, the focus is more on thoughts than feelings. These techniques help people become aware of their dash. A, self-denial, B, defensive, self-talk, depression. The correct answer is self-talk. 58. Self-disclosure involves A, war stories, B, sharing self-knowledge within the group, C, dumping negative feelings to the group, D, letting it all hang out. The correct answer here is sharing self-knowledge with the rest of the group members. Therapists who focus on altering faulty thought processes are dash, cognitive therapists, biological, humanistic, and none of the above. The correct answer here is cognitive therapists. These are therapists who mainly focus on altering faulty thought processes or faulty cognitive distortions. Albert Ellis' rational emotive therapy is an example of A, psychoanalytic therapy, B, humanistic therapy, C, existential therapy, D, cognitive behavioral therapy. Albert Ellis' rational emotive therapy is an example of cognitive behavioral therapy. Washing your hands 50 times a day is an example of dash behavior. A, compulsive, B, phobic, C, disassociative, D, compulsive. Washing your hands 50 times a day is an example of obsessive behavior. Then number 62, client-centered therapy is the cornerstone of dash approach to therapy. A, behavioral, B, cognitive, C, humanistic, D, psychoanalytic or psychoanalysis. The correct answer here is C. Client-centered therapy is the cornerstone of humanistic approach to therapy. Dave accuses his wife Mary of cheating when he's the one actually considering cheating. Dave may be utilizing which defense mechanism? A. Displacement, B. Rationalization, C. Reaction formation, D. Projection. The correct answer here is reaction formation. Number 64. Bandura states that children learn by observing dash. A. Animals, B. Models, C. Their own thoughts, D. None of the above. Bandura stated that children learn by observing others, and in this case by observing models, which is number 64B. Oral or written agreements between clients and counselors are known as A. Trust documents, B. Agreements, C. Contracts, D. Conclusions. The correct answer is contracts. When a client projects feelings derived from past relationships to the counselor, this is known as dash. A. Countertransference, B. Transference, C. Refraining, D. Confrontation. The correct answer is transference. Dash was a therapeutic technique that was developed by Warp. A. Conditioning, B. Systematic desensitization, C. Self-actualization, D. Extinction. Dash was the therapeutic technique that was developed by Warp. The correct answer is B. Systematic desensitization. Number 68. What does the term rapport mean in the counseling process? A. The level of trust and understanding between the counselor and the client. B. The client's life history and experiences. C. The counselor's analysis of the client's concerns. D. The client's immediate goals and action plan. The term rapport, what does it mean in the counseling process? The correct answer is A. The level of trust and understanding between the counselor and the client. So number 68, the correct answer is A. Dash grew in popularity after the publication of his book Counseling and Psychotherapy just after World War II. A. John B. Watson, B. Carl Rogers, C. Frank Parsons, D. Eric Erickson. The correct answer here is Carl Rogers. He wrote the book Counseling and Psychotherapy soon after World War I, that is around 1945-46. Which of the following is not one of the key qualities of a counselor? A. Attentive listener, B. Patient, D. Friendly nature, D. Being judgmental. Being judgmental is not one. The key word here is not one of the key qualities of a counselor. All these are key qualities of a counselor: being an attentive listener, being patient, and being friendly in nature. Beck's cognitive therapy requires individuals to A. Keep a dream diary, set sustainable life goals, make objective assessment of their beliefs, and keep a mood diary. Beck, remember cognitive therapy, so the correct answer here is make objective assessment of their beliefs. Number 72, systems theory involves A. Computer-based programs as therapy, B. Attempt to understand the family as a social system, relies on self-report measures and uses data analysis system as a diagnostic tool. The correct answer here is B. Attempt to understand the family as a social system. Number 73. In the counseling process, what does the term self-awareness refer to for the counselor? A. Understanding of one's thoughts, emotions, and biases. B. Focusing only on the client's needs and concerns. C. Avoiding any personal connection with the client. D. Dictating solutions to the client. In the counseling process, what does the term self-awareness refer to? The correct answer is A. Self-awareness refers to the understanding of one's thoughts, emotions, and biases. Number 74, the term empathy means dash in the counseling process. A, setting goals for the client. B, understanding and sharing the client's feelings and experiences. C, remaining neutral and detached from the client's concerns. D, avoiding more emotional connections with the client. The term empathy means dash. The term empathy means B, that is understanding and sharing the client's feelings and experiences. In other words, putting yourself in the shoes of the client to experience what he or she will be experiencing. So the correct answer, number 74, is B. Dash is regarded as the father of counseling. A, Sigmund Freud. B, Aristotle. C, Frank Parsons. D, John Locke. The correct answer is Frank Parsons. The aim of counseling psychology is to A, make individuals superheroes, research on clients, build rapport, understand and accept clients as they are. So the correct answer here is D, number 76. The most distinctive aspect of Freud's theory of psychoanalysis is the belief that the unconscious mind is influenced by A, innate factors, B, learning experience, C, external stimuli, D, unconscious thought processes. So the correct answer is D. 78. The statement that best represents Freud's psychoanalytic theory is A, the split between the conscious and unconscious mind is a serious mental disorder. The unconscious thoughts and wishes are often acceptable to the conscious mind. C, the unconscious mind is the blank slate on which the conscious mind takes shape. The psychoanalysis is the objective meaning and drawing inferences about the mind from observations of behavior. The correct answer here is A. Counselors who leave their reactions and selves out of their clinical work, A, are likely to be ineffective counselors and merely technical experts. B, are most likely psychodynamic practitioners who are creating the analytical framework. C, are definitely practicing in an unethical manner and might be violating laws depending on the state in which they are practicing. D, have mastered the setting they've mastered the setting of good boundaries in therapy. The correct answer here is A. Counselors who leave their reactions and selves out of their clinical work are likely to be ineffective counselors and merely technical experts. Which of the following statements is about effective counselor is not true? A, effective counselors have the courage to leave the security of the known if they are not satisfied with the way they are. B, effective counselors feel adequate with others and allow others to feel powerful with them. Effective counselors are certain of their knowledge about human nature is correct and feel obliged to steer their clients away from making poor decisions. Effective counselors are committed to living fully. The correct answer here is C. Effective counselors are certain of their knowledge about human nature is correct and feel obligated to steer. So the correct answer, you have to know that is not. So C is not the correct answer. Number 81. This refers to aspects such as the alliance, the relationship, the personal and interpersonal skills of the therapist, client agency, and extra therapeutic factors. A, technical factors. B, contextual factors. C, subjective factors. D, phrenological factors. The correct answer here is contextual factors. These include the alliances, the relationship, personal and interpersonal skills of the therapist, as well as the client agency and other extra therapeutic factors. These all encompass what we call is contextual factors in counseling psychology. Number 82, there's a considerable evidence indicating that the therapist is extrinsically intertwined with the outcome of the therapy. Number 83, in determining the appropriateness of self-disclosure, consider dash: A, what to review; B, when to review; C, how much to review; and D, all of the above. The correct answer here is all of the above. When you're talking about self-disclosure, one has to understand or consider factors: what to review, that is the information; when to review, that is the time; how much to review, that is the extent to which the information is being reviewed, to what extent and how much the content that is. So when talking about self-disclosure, we'll look at all of these factors. Number 84, which of the following statements about diagnosis is not true? The keyword here is not true. A, diagnosis is the analysis and explanation of a client's problems. B, diagnosis is always a part of the assessment process in counseling. C, diagnosis consists of identifying a specific mental disorder based on a pattern of symptoms. And D, none of these, they're all true. That is, which of the following about diagnosis is not true? Because here is the diagnosis is always part of the assessment process of counseling. This is not always true. What does the acronym DSM stand for? A, Deviance and Psychopath Manual. B, Developmental and Statistical Measurement of Mental Disorders. B, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. D, Diagnostic and Statistical Measurement Reference Guide. The correct answer here is C, Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. 86. Generally speaking, the concept of privileged communication does not apply to, the keyword is not applied to: A, group therapy; B, couples and counseling therapy; C, child and adolescents therapy; and D, all of the above or all of these. The correct answer here is D. Generally speaking, the concept of privileged communication does not apply to. Number 87, in many mental health settings, clinicians are pressured to use interventions that are: A, tap into the unconscious dynamics; B, are research supported even if they are lengthy; C, are brief and standardized; D, focus on early childhood experiences. In many mental health settings, clinicians are pressured to use interventions that are C, that are brief and standardized. 88, what is the role of the counselor in the counseling process? A, to give advice and provide solutions; B, to listen actively and empathetically; C, to diagnose mental disorders; C, to establish a power dynamic with the client. What is the role of a counselor in the counseling process? The correct answer is B, to listen actively and empathetically. What is the primary purpose of assessment in counseling psychology? A, to determine client's mental health and diagnosis, to evaluate effectiveness of therapy sessions, to identify clients' strengths and weaknesses and areas of growth. D, to prescribe medication for mental disorders. The correct answer here is C, to identify the client's strengths and weaknesses and areas of growth. Number 90, dash is the primary goal of crisis counseling. A, to explore unconscious desires and motivations, to change negative thoughts and behaviors, to provide immediate support and stabilization. D, to promote personal growth and awareness. The correct answer here is to provide immediate support and stabilization. Remember, when we are talking about crisis counseling, the problem here the client will be having a crisis, and the primary goal is for you to provide immediate support and provide a stabilization. So the correct answer is C. Dash focuses on the client's thoughts and beliefs. A, cognitive behavioral therapy. B, solution-focused therapy. C, psychodynamic therapy. D, humanistic therapy. Dash focuses on client thoughts and behaviors. The correct answer here is cognitive behavioral therapy. 92. Dash is one of the primary goals of couples counseling. A, to explore unconscious desires and motivations. B, to change negative thoughts and behaviors. C, to provide immediate support and stabilization. D, to improve communication and relationship satisfaction among partners. The correct answer here is D. Dash is one of the primary goals of addiction counseling. A, to explore unconscious desires and motivations, to change negative thoughts and behaviors, to provide support in overcoming addictive behaviors and habits. D, to improve communication among addicts. The correct answer here is C, to provide support in overcoming addictive behaviors and habits. 94. Dash focuses on the client's strengths and resources. A, cognitive behavioral therapy, solution-focused brief therapy, psychodynamic therapy, humanistic therapy. The correct answer here is humanistic therapy. Dash focuses on the importance of empathy and unconditional positive regards. A, cognitive behavioral therapy, solution-focused brief therapy, psychodynamic therapy, and humanistic. The correct answer here is humanistic. 96. Dash is the primary goal of play therapy. A, to diagnose mental disorders in children, to provide guidance in career decision-making for children, to explore unconscious desires and motivation, to help children express themselves and resolve emotional difficulties. The correct answer here is D. Countertransference is a word which is associated with dash. A, gestalt therapy, person-centered therapy, client-centered therapy, psychodynamic therapy. The correct answer here is psychodynamic therapy. 98. Relationship building process will be seriously hampered if the client suspects that the information shared will be made public. This refers to an ethical issue of dash. A, informed consent. B, confidentiality. C, sexual harassment. D, beneficiency. The correct answer here is informed consent. Number 99. The big 5 personality traits were identified by means of A, factor analysis. B, projective tests. C, free association. D, clinical intuition. The big 5 personality traits were identified by means of projective tests. The correct answer here is B. Number 100, which is the final question. What is the primary purpose of the assessment phase in the counseling process? A. Establishing rapport. B. Identifying and understanding the client's concerns and needs. C. Providing immediate solutions. D. Setting long-term goals. What is the primary purpose of the assessment phase in the counseling process? The correct answer here is B, which is identifying and understanding the client's concerns and needs. So number 100, the answer is B. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. I would like to urge you to subscribe to our channel if you have not subscribed to this channel already. And if you are an old subscriber, thank you for supporting me and thank you for supporting this channel. I would like to urge you to write your comments, and if you have any issues, queries, and if you think there are wrong questions that I've answered wrongly, you are free to urge me to correct any of those issues so that I can improve and also improve the content that we share with you. Thank you for taking your time. Thank you for everything, and I would like to urge you to continue supporting us and wishing you the best in your studies. You are free to share, to like, and to share with your colleagues. Thank you for supporting this channel, and thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. Have a good day.